Well, parents and staff who protested here outside school district headquarters this evening say that a decision this big needs more thought and more input.
Continue the search.
Outside school district headquarters, a group of parents, teachers, and community members demanded more time to find a new superintendent.
Either you're desperate and you're scrambling, or you already had people picked out in the first place.
The Board of Education started the national search late last year, holding listening sessions and conducting surveys. From a pool of 400 candidates, the finalists are John Davis, Krish Mohip, and Tony Watlington. Each was introduced this week in Philadelphia. This instructional support specialist thinks the process moved way too fast.
I think we should take the time, and I think we should have a collective of people who are in agreement with who's going to be in a position to make these decisions for the betterment of our children.
Lisa Haver, who's part of the Alliance for Philadelphia Public Schools, says she is bothered there is no women in the final round and no one from Philadelphia.
I'm not saying you have to have that, but that should have been a major consideration for this board, that it's somebody in the community who knows the issues in the communities. In
a statement to NBC 10, the Board of Education president said this was a thorough, professional, and transparent search. It reads in part, the board narrowed the field to a fully vetted pool of 35, then to a smaller pool of 11, half of whom identified as women and 3 of whom had experience in the Philadelphia education ecosystem. Another concern, the new start time for high schools announced earlier today. 51 schools will move from a 7:30 start time to 9 o'clock. The district says it's leaning on research from the Academy of Pediatrics, showing the later start time makes students more alert and ready to learn.
For them to say they're going to try to start it in September, that's the kind of thing I think they should have waited on this new superintendent for, to at least have a voice in it.
And the district says it will hold community meetings over the next 2 weeks to discuss that new start time. As for the superintendent search, a decision is expected in the near future. Live in Spring Garden tonight, I'm Matt DeLucia, NBC 10 News.
A process we'll be following, no doubt about it. Thank you, Matt.